Welcome to episode 6 of Drowning Horses. Story number 5, Curriculum Choices. The premise of Drowning Horses is that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, and that leaders and policymakers unintentionally do harm by forcing certain policies, practices, and procedures on our horses, which in these scenarios are students and sometimes staff. The question in this episode is, should math curriculums be heavily reliant on reading skills? Early in my teaching career, students in my urban district were rated around 84% proficiency in math. Considering today's rankings, 84% sounds amazing, but according to the metrics used by the New York State Education Department at the time, we were failing students miserably. This thinking was driven by the fact that students in the surrounding suburban districts were ranking consistently around 96% proficiency in math, and since our students also scored lower on reading assessments, leaders in our district decided to take decisive action and change our math curriculum to one that was reading intensive. The thinking was that teachers would be able to kill two birds with one stone and improve mathematical thinking and improve reading. Our district actually ordered that school leaders physically go into classrooms and commandeer all of the traditional skill and drill math textbooks and force teachers to use those recommended by the America's Choice Reform advocates and somewhat a math way of the thinking. This was the decision, period, point blank, new discussion. My students had always performed well in math, or at least better than the students in the other classes in the school. So I was one of those teachers who hid those textbooks, and we used those things all the way up until one day I came into my class one morning and my textbooks had been stolen by a thief in the night. This, I believe, was one of the best examples of drowning horses yet. Kids in my class who loved math no longer loved it. Kids who already hated math hated it even more. District-wide, our math proficiency rates plummeted into the low 40%. Those reading-intensive math curriculums were tossed out with the quickness, and I mean boxes and boxes of brand new books were sent to our old book depository, and eventually they ended up in the trash. After our student scores fell from the 80s to the 40s, they never recovered, not even today. Some of those folks who advocated for America's Choice claim with a straight face that these types of programs failed not because some students are better at math because they enjoy it more, but because teachers weren't trained well and didn't do the programs right. Drowning horses, my friends. Drowning horses.